Hello there in YouTube. It's your boy Josh Ox.
It's your boy Jay.
And this is another episode of Sports Talk Tay and Josh. And make sure before you get started, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. And we also available on Twitter. You can follow us on Twitter. And I think we're on Instagram. And we got a premium Snapchat. We got all that good stuff coming. I'm joking about the premium Snapchat guys. This show. So let's start out with the bread and butter. You know what I mean? The steak and potatoes, the main entree. Let's give our week 15 power rankings. And I'll let Tay go first. Oh, so let me explain the power rankings first. So power rankings consist of our top five teams, our honorable mentions, and our bottom three or the worst teams in the league, which is pretty much the Detroit Lions in a nutshell. But they change, fluctuate sometimes occasion. Okay, so I'll let Tay go first. Who do you have at your number five, Tay?
All right, my number five team for this week in week 15 power rankings is going to be the LA Rams. Is my number five team.
Ooh, okay. Interesting pick. Interesting pick. Okay, my number five team. Ooh, this was a tough week because I've been moving things up and down and around. So my number five team, I want to go. I want to have to go with the because there's been a lot of teams. Ooh, it's a lot of 10-3 teams, bro. It's like 3 10-3 teams.
Yeah, but
It's
it
three.
depends.
Yeah, it's three. So, whew, well, just the way things are going, I wouldn't move the Rams in the top five as of yet because they was on a losing streak and they just broke it. I want to say if I had to drop a team, this is gonna be a shocker. Oof, I won't have to drop the Cardinals to number five. They was number two on my list.
I was actually stuck between them two, but because of the fact
Yeah,
that
I'm gonna drop the Cardinals, even though it was they still almost won. It was a tough game, but I want to drop them to number five just because the other teams as of this week does not include
uh,
Thursday night game or
yeah,
Saturday
yeah,
night
not yeah,
games.
or not yeah, not
That's
Saturday
gonna be on
or
next week.
yeah.
This okay?
So yeah, this week will actually be part of a kind of like a rule change because we're gonna have some Saturday night games or Saturday games.
Yeah, we gotta
And
throw
I
that
think
small disclaimer.
yeah, so Saturday night games, Thursday night games are not included. I think next week we're not going to include the two Monday and Tuesday reschedules, but we'll get to that later. But
Yeah,
um,
you have a
my number
number four.
14 for week 15 power rankings will be the Kansas City Chiefs for me.
Ooh, Kansas City Chiefs. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna switch this up a little. This is gonna be a hot take. My
Mm.
number four team is gonna be the New England Patriots.
Ooh, why they drop?
Hmm? Kansas City is on a winning streak, bro. They beat everybody
Uh,
in their division. They be on a winning streak. So I'm gonna give them. They have the momentum right now. And
uh-huh.
plus, Mac Jones only threw the ball four times and didn't even have 20 yards. I'm sorry, I can't let that go. That's all. I just dropped him
I
down one slot, so it wasn't
I
it wasn't like a huge drop.
yeah. I mean, it was just it was game plan, bro. Nobody was gonna throw the
No, no, it was game
nobody was
plan,
gonna throw
but
the
it
ball.
wasn't a pretty win, but it was what okay.
Wasn't nobody gonna be able to throw the ball that game. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You can
that
see
was
Josh
that.
Allen struggling. All right, my number three team will be we probably agree on this one, but my number three team will be for week 15 power rankings is the Tampa Bay Bucks as my number three team.
Okay, my number three team is going to be. I actually disagree with you. My number three team will be the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hmm. Interesting.
They've been climbing up. They've been
Yeah.
trending. So I'm giving them a trend. So Kansas City Chiefs number three.
All right. Number two for me, uh, even though we disagree on it, but my number two team for Week 15 power rankings is the New England Patriots. Still my number two team.
Ooh, okay, okay. My number two team is going to be the Bucks.
All right, and probably number one we probably gonna agree on. Uh, they still one of the hottest teams right now. Even yeah, to to this
And it just
season.
dropped what, like
Still the hottest team.
45 on the Bears or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
It's like 42. I forgot they jumped like a 40, at least 40 points. Yeah, that's on
yeah,
the Packers is gonna be number one on my list.
yeah.
I'm
The
stuck
Packers is number
between
one.
Packers and the Bucks. I was making an argument for the Bucks, but now I'm like, we just
Nah,
stick with the
that
Packers. We stick with the Packers.
yeah. So
Packers,
yeah,
Packers and Bucks is probably the two best teams, and the Cardinals. Yeah, and the Rams. Probably the top four teams. Probably I say in the NFC.
truthfully, the way the Cardinals been playing like lately, bruh, they look like they might be the one and done. The way they
I
look,
did.
they better be
They just,
lucky.
bro. They just
They
had
better
one bad
hope.
game, bro. They just had one bad game, bro, against the Rams,
Yeah,
and they
but they
beat the Rams the
struggle.
first time.
Yeah, the only thing I think about it is they're struggling at a place where they supposed to have the advantage. You're
Yeah,
struggling
they
at
still
home.
they still lead in the division. They the first team to win. Technically, I think them and the Packers, I think, are fighting for the number one seed right now in the NFC.
And they better hope that they
And the
get it
Bucks,
because they
it's like a three-man race for the number one seed in the NFC.
yeah, and they better hope that the Cardinals better hope they get it because if they don't, they're
Hmm.
going to be on a long road. A long road. You don't want to
Okay,
be a
so let's
10 like a 10 or 11 team like 10 win team and max around you still got to go on the road. Like that's ooh boy.
Yeah, that's really bad. But I think the Cardinals will be okay. If the Cardinals at least get home field, if they don't get home field throughout the, playoffs, they at least get a home game, they'd be okay.
Yeah. Me personally, I think they're trying to get away from home because they've been playing badly at home, like badly.
And they got injuries too. DeAndre Hopkins, I
Yeah.
think, back out again. So
Yep.
they hopefully he rushed up and be good by the playoffs, hopefully. So
Yeah, they
hopefully. I
saying he
don't know
might come
how.
back in the playoffs. Yeah.
Okay. And let's get to our honorable mentions. Who do you have as an honorable mention?
The team we just talked about, the Arizona Cardinals is one.
Okay, I want to say the Rams. I didn't drop the Cardinals that I'm not going to drop them that much off of one loss to a division rival. They was like number two, number three on my last week. I'm not going to drop them that far. I just dropped them down to five because the other teams won. It's been trending upwards. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
I want to say the Rams. Who else?
I mean, we could throw them in there. We could throw the Chargers in there.
Chargers, Colts. I think should be
Colts.
on the list.
Oddly enough,
Hmm.
the San Francisco 49ers should actually be in it a little bit this time. They in the top
They
six
are
teams.
they are trending. They are trending
Yeah.
right now. They on a winning streak. Um,
Cowboys, of course. Yeah,
Cowboys is outside looking in. Cowboys is really right there in the top five, like number
yeah.
6, 7. They right there. They're right there.
And
I
I
just
think
couldn't
that's
put them in the top. I just couldn't put them in the top five because the other teams ahead of them. That's the only reason.
yeah. And
That's the only reason.
and hate to say it, schedule plays a part of it too. Like let's be honest, schedule plays a part in it too. Like some of the teams, man, you just like, come on, why are they like even on the schedule? Like, but it is what it is. They don't make up the league
Hmm.
the league. Like Tampa Bay schedule is, I think Tampa Bay got like the easiest schedule this year. But we're gonna put them
No,
in
they
there
do.
because they've been
No,
destroying
they
it.
got the easiest
Yeah,
schedule. They pretty much guaranteed to get the bye week with that schedule. They should have the bye
exactly,
week with that schedule, with that schedule alone.
exactly. So
And that's shocking for a Super Bowl winning team to have that that
back to
sort
back
of
on top of
cupcake
that though.
that
Yeah,
cupcake schedule. That schedule is cupcake.
yeah. And it was back to back schedules like that too though. Let's
Mm,
not forget it was back to back cupcake schedules.
mm.
But let's
All
digress.
right. Do you have any more honorable mentions? Are we forgetting anybody?
I think that's it. Everybody else is pretty middle in the pack if you really think about it. Like everybody. So
Okay, let's go with the bottom three, the worst of the worst. Who is the worst
the
of the worst right now?
the Baker Mayfields of the Power Rangers. Like, no, I'm playing.
The Browns is not that bad, bro. I said bottom three. The Browns are actually
No.
what?
Not the Browns. Just Baker. There's a difference. It's
Hey,
just
bro, you
Baker.
an
Uh,
asshole. You got this vendetta for Baker.
no, I'm just calling it what it is. It's just
Oh,
like
I wish I had a sound effect like, oh man, hate, 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 hate. All right,
Nah,
Tay.
I just get the same criticism. I give him the criticism that nobody else
Hate
want to give
it.
him. This is
All
different.
right, Tay.
But
You the biggest
um,
hater on this side of the Mississippi. We know. We get it.
yeah, whatever. The three has always been the same. Texans, Lions, Jags. Like there's no different.
Yeah.
Um,
Jets is in there somewhere too. The Jets is somewhere in there too.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
those are pretty much the worst teams I can think of. Okay.
yeah,
All right. And if you agree or disagree, make sure you comment down in the section. Uh, there's a lot of people who strongly disagree with our power rankings. We take your complaint into consideration. My list
and
is
we
my
finna.
list.
Yeah, there's no shade. I just put it in the spam folder like everything else.
Okay. Yeah. What we're gonna do is we put it in the how you got the suggestion box, but it's gonna go right into the trash after we empty it. Like I'm not with you. Well, your opinions matter. If you make a good argument, I actually if you comment, I'll actually reply back.
Yeah,
If you make a
like
good comment
man.
argument. If you're just being an arrogant, stupid. So all right, Tay.
Like
So we need